Dr. Drew Hall with Neckwise Clinics. Today I have Jim with us, and he's going to tell us his upper cervical story.
Yes. All right. So I had headaches pretty much my entire life. I can't think of a time when I was younger where I didn't have a headache, to the point where I was just used to having headaches all the time. And I work a pretty strenuous job. I do food industry work, and we own a business, so very strenuous, long hours, not a lot of sleep, not always a great diet. So I just always assumed that my headaches were attached to that. And there was a point where I was trying to determine, how do I fix whatever's wrong with me? And I could never do that. I could never fix what was wrong with me. So I just decided to grit my teeth and just keep pushing forward until I collapsed one day. Not literally collapsed, but I was just like, I'll just keep going until I figure out what works. And I never really did. So it wasn't until I was scrolling through TikTok, and I think I looked up what's wrong with my neck, and the upper cervical stuff came up, and I was like, oh, that kind of sounds like me. I'm like constantly tense in here. I've got headaches. These things are always really tight. Just didn't really know what was wrong with me. And I started watching some of your videos, and I kind of got hooked on the videos, and it really reminded me about all of the things that didn't work. Right, so I used to get migraines, so I would try to modify my diet. I would try to stay away from all the foods that I didn't like. I would try to not work so many hours, which that didn't work. And really, it got to the point where once I started learning about this and my neck, I was like, I think this might be it. And in one of the videos, you're like, well, you need to find somebody by you that does this sort of thing. And I'm like, well, let me look up somebody near me that does this sort of thing. And sure enough, you came up. So I was like, okay, well, we have to find a way to make this work. And after the first adjustment, it was actually pretty wild, because I've never felt weirder, honestly. Like, it was really strange because it didn't really even feel like you did anything. And I got up and I was like, okay, that was strange. And then I laid down for a minute and I felt like my whole body was like resetting, readjusting. It was a really, really strange experience. But the headache went away. And not only did it go away, but I was like clear-minded for the first time in like legitimately years. And so since then, my adjustments held. It's been great. And the only headaches that I've really had up until this point are like dehydration headaches, which are fixed with a couple bottles of water. But as far as like the tension, headaches, the neck, this whole thing in here, it's completely gone, like completely gone. And it's honestly kind of bizarre. So I still can't really believe it, because this has actually been right around a year now that I've been free of the headaches, and it's pretty wild, pretty wild. So thank you.